All right, so after the stoppage, his fight is back underway, and we'll see who benefits most here. I mean, Susakaev was sitting against the fence. He looked tired. Both guys back to the center. Mechanical lands a leg kick up top. Nice. Mechanical comes in and misses with the right. Susakaev doesn't look that tired now. I mean, it may have benefited him much more. And a nice jab. Oh, big right by Susakaev. Mechanical goes down. And that's it. The ref shoves him off. And Mechanico is down. And Susakaev gets the KO. Wow. Big finish. And that was a good test for him. Mechanico came in and did a great job, really testing him, taking him to the third round, making him tired. Susakaev could not really lock in the takedowns. He had 2 for like 3:15 of control, but I'd say only a minute of that was on the ground. I'm getting a look at the replay here. Big right hand. And unfortunately for Mechanico, he didn't even see it coming because he had his head down and came back up. And bam, that's a wrap. So Bosanger Susakaev remains undefeated at 11-0 here at UFC 322. Kyle Dawkins is a guy that can control a fight, but he's got to be careful with Mearshart, right? Because Mearshart can land submissions too, which is what really interested me about this fight. First 30 seconds gone. Oh, and a nice right by Dawkins. And a left. Oh, Mearshart goes down already. I'm telling you, that weak chin, he's taking some hammers. Oh, and you got a submission now. Submission attempt by Dawkins here. And Herb Dean can't see it. Herb Dean can't see it. So keep an eye on Mearshart. He's already grabbing the hand, and he taps, and that's it. Wow, Jared Mearshart taps quick. And there's been several times he comes into the fight walking and pacing and looking so tough, and he takes 1 or 2 punches and he's down. And that didn't even seem like that was that big of a punch. Fans booing. But man, that's the way this thing ends up. Kyle Dawkins with a quick finish. This guy, man, can really control the fight. If this thing goes on for several minutes, you're going to see Kyle Dawkins land a takedown, take the back, control the fight on the ground. But all that was unnecessary because Gerald Mearshart taps inside of a minute. We see the replay. Yeah, that was a nice punch, though. Right on the side. Here it is. Beam. Yeah, it didn't look like that much in real time. But Kyle Dawkins lands, and Gerald Mearshart goes right down. And that's the last thing you want to do against Kyle Dawkins. So Dawkins pulls out the win. He's going to move to 17-4 here, middleweight division, UFC 322. Well, I was just getting ready to tell you, Erin Blanchfield does not look the same, but she's come out here in the second round and looked phenomenal. Looking for another takedown. Possible fence grab. Oh, across the octagon. Big takedown by Blanchfield. Woo! Now she's looking to take the back. Tracy Cortez has got to be careful here. Oh, boy, she might be underneath here. Bad angle. She might be underneath. Oh, my goodness. And she taps Erin Blanchfield. Oh, my goodness. And slams the mouthpiece. Wow. And just like that, she's going to go to 14-2. And she's a number 4 contender in the flyweight division. I mean, she's knocking on the door. And if I'm her, I'm calling out the winner of tonight's fight. That's for sure. I mean, she just beat a big-time fighter in Tracy Cortez, and not only beat her, but submitted her. And she was number 8 in the division. So Erin Blanchfield with a huge takedown leading to a submission. 14-2, women's flyweight division, UFC 322. Bo Nickel continues to pull away here in the third round. Just looking much better than the last fight against Paul Craig as he comes forward with 2 lefts. And Vieira's a tough guy. I mean, he's taken some shots and continues to look fresh here. And, you know, Bo Nickel will love to get a finish. About halfway through round 3. And oh, big leg kick by Bo Nickel! Finishes Rodolfo Vieira! Woo! Woo! That's what I'm talking about, Bo! And just like that, his stock just went through the roof. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my goodness. And he had Rodolfo backing up and bam, landed the leg kick and finished him. That's big for Bo Nickel. Just the performance and the finish coming off the loss to Paul Craig. He looked phenomenal here from beginning to end. He's going to move to 8-1. And I got to see this replay. Wow. And now the arena's silent, but when they see this replay, oh my goodness. It was so quick. If you blink, you missed it. Here it comes. Yep. And he's flat-footed, and here comes Bo's kick. Beam. Wow. And that was a lot like Leon Edwards back in the day against Usman to win the welterweight title. He caught him, and that was it. It's over. Bo Nickel's 8-1, ladies and gentlemen. Middleweight division. UFC 322. All right, here we go, y'all. Beneil Dariush, Benoit Saint Denis. Both guys staring each other down. This fight's getting ready to kick off. And the much anticipated main card for UFC 322 has officially begun. Both guys touch gloves. And here we go. We got Dariush winning, but Benoit Saint Denis certainly is a scary dude. And a nice leg kick by Dariush. Oh, Dariush takes a left and he goes down, and that's it. Are you serious? Benoit Saint Denis doesn't even is jumping on top of the octagon, but Beneil Dariush doesn't even know what happened. And he's saying, give me the belt right now. Holy cow. What was that, 15 seconds? Maybe 20? Wow. Dariush got up and said, what happened? That's crazy, man. Overhand left finishes Beneil Dariush. And he's asking everyone around him, what happened? Wow, we got to see this in slow motion. And it was Dariush who landed a leg kick, and Benoit Saint Denis went down. And then they got tangled up, and Saint Denis landed a big left, and that was it. Wow. He's asking his coach what happened. I mean, that's crazy. So here's a leg kick, boom. Saint Denis goes down. Dariush leans in, lands the knee, and boom, takes it right on the ear, and then another one. Wow. Unbelievable, man. Well, I guess this card's not going to let down after all. Benoit Saint Denis gets a quick stoppage in 16 seconds. The man from France moves to 16-3. Forget about it. Lightweight division, best division in the UFC still. Here, UFC 322. Here, round two, more talking going on back and forth between Prates and Leon Edwards. And that means the fight's going Prates' way, even though it doesn't look that way. Leon Edwards cannot get stuck talking back and forth. Here comes Prates with a big left and drops Leon and lands another one. Oh my gosh, he finished Leon Edwards. And Leon Edwards was totally surprised, and then when he looked up at the ref and he kind of realized what happened, his face just dropped. He cannot believe it. Carlos Prates with a left right down the pike and finishes Leon Edwards, man. Wow. Another Brazilian is headed up the charts. My goodness. What a finish by Carlos Prates. Oh my goodness. And he's fired up. And that's a big win for him, right? You just beat a former champ. A guy that's only 34 years old. I mean, it's not like he's finished yet. But Leon Edwards will be completely dejected after this loss. Again, a former champ. And he's already thinking about it. You could tell by the look on his face. Like, is this it? Here we go. Leon Edwards looked good up until this point. Leon Edwards falls back. Boom. Takes a left. And it didn't even look that hard. Boom. Oh, the way Leon Edwards landed, too. That didn't help. And boom. Prates lands another one. And see you later. Wow. Carlos Prates with a big win. The Brazilian's going to move to 23-7 here. welterweight division, UFC 322. Michael Morales is getting close now, man. He looks comfortable. All it's going to take is one strike to land. Oh, and there it is. Big right by Morales. Brady goes down, and he's landing some hammers, and that's it. The ref shoves them off. Michael Morales remains undefeated at 19-0. And who wants to see Carlos Prates versus Michael Morales? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, the welterweight division is on fire tonight. Oh, my goodness. It only took a minute and 32 seconds. No, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay. Man, Morales 19-0. And you can see the Ecuadorian fans going crazy. And man, both of them got the right to call out the champ tonight. And I really thought this was going to be a tough fight for Morales. I mean, we had him predicted to win, don't get me wrong, but I thought it was going to be a tough fight. Man, Michael Morales finishes Sean Brady, a guy that was 18-1, to get the win in the first round, welterweight division, UFC 322 for you. Final minute of this fight. Shevchenko just looking like a dominant champion against a strawweight division champ moving up to face her. And, you know, if you're Shevchenko, you take it personally, right? I mean, you got to take it personally. You just listen to these numbers. Total strikes, 154 to 55, as Shevchenko just tries to run out the clock here. 38 to 23 in significant strikes. Zhang Weili has 23 significant strikes. That's crazy. He only has 9 head strikes. Shevchenko, 19. Body strikes, 13 to 7. Forget about it. 13-24 of control on 5 takedowns. Just an absolute dominant performance. And Shevchenko sits up, and she stands. And Weili just trying to kick, doing anything she can to get a finish, but it's not going to happen. There's a tap. And we're down to 5 seconds. And guess what, y'all? Valentina Shevchenko, and still women's flyweight champion, as both these fighters hug it out. That'll do it. The decision is obvious. Valentina Shevchenko is still the UFC women's flyweight champion here at UFC 322. 1 minute left in this title fight here. Islam Makhachev on the brink of becoming a 2-belt champion. Listen to these numbers. 121 to 31 in total strikes. Significant strikes, 26 to 20. Head strikes, 13 to 10. JDM has 10 head strikes in the whole fight. Sounds a lot like the previous fight, doesn't it, with Shevchenko? Control time, 19 minutes. Over 19 minutes of control time on 4 takedowns. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Islam is absolutely dominating here. This guy's going to move to 28-1, it appears. And it's going to be another 50 to 45 decision. And he just put the whole division on notice. Shavkat, you got no chance. Ian Gary, you got no chance. Michael Morales, you can defend takedowns against Sean Brady and KO him, but you can't do it to Islam. So Islam's letting everybody know, and that'll do it. And Islam Makhachev is going to win the welterweight title. It's very clear. And what a performance by him to become a 2-belt champion. And now, quickly, the story is going to shift because this is just dominant, right? JDM is out of the mix. The big talk now is, will Ilia Topuria move up quickly and get the first shot? Or will Michael Morales, you know? And if that's the case, we won't see Topuria versus Islam for probably until this time next year. But just an absolute dominant performance by Islam to win the welterweight title. And new welterweight champion, Islam, 28-1. That'll do it here at UFC 320.